Namaste Yogi! Here for a 30-minute practice together, quite challenging. So let's start with the warm up for the wrist. Closing your hands, just finding the rotation from one side to the other. And then you can point your fingers up and down as you spread them open. And interlace your finger and again find the rotation, the movement for the wrist. As you move them, and also the waves as one hand leads the way and the other, flowing with this movement. And again, point your fingers up and down, close the wrist, back of the hands together as you rotate the arms towards you and forward. This time, strengthen your arms as you interlace your finger and bring them up and open up to the side. One more time, and this time as you strengthen the arms, round your back, bring the belly in and bring the arms up. As you stand up, keep the arms up and lower them to heart center. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold into your forward bend, Uttanasana. Bend the legs if you need to. And play with that connection of thigh, chest and thigh. Inhale, lift, chest reach up, and exhale, fold again into your forward bend. And roll the spine back into standing position with arms up. And this time, bend your legs as you tuck the tailbone under and find Utkatanasana with the arms straight, gazing up, chair pose. And lower down. Step back your legs to find Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And just allow your legs to bend as you move the hips side to side. Keep the engagement of the upper body, pressing through your hands all along the back and the arms. Now we're going to start lifting the right leg up. As you inhale and exhale, you move the knee to the chest and suck the belly in. Few times. Inhale up, exhale down. Again, inhale, leg reach up, exhale, move forward. This time step the foot in between your hands, pivot your back leg and come into Virabhadranasana, Warrior 1. Then extend your arms to find Warrior 2, gazing forward. Lower your arm to find Utthita Konasana, side angle posture, the hand into the other edge of your foot. And maybe you like to do the binding behind your back as your arm wraps the leg. Release the bind, back both hands and strengthen your right arm to twist, finally twist into a lunging position for the legs. Step back the leg, reach up with that same leg. Expand, keep pushing through your arms, suck the knee into the chest and extend again, but this time you open up through your hip. Twist the torso to flip your dog as you push strongly through the left side of your body and keep the hips pushing up. Reverse back, straighten again the leg up. And then again move the knee forward and step the foot into half pigeon. So the front leg is square and you're going to lower your upper body towards the mat and away from the mat as you just onto your fingertip to push the chest up, lifting from the sternum, keeping the tailbone diving down. If you're comfortable in this position, you can add to bend the back leg, keeping the balance as you practice the Hadaya Mudra with your front arm and maybe binding into your back with both hands, holding onto your foot. Release the grip. Try to activate the strength on your arms to bring back the leg straight down and finding down a facing dog. Reassess your breathing here before you inhale and lift the left leg up. And the same thing, we exhale as the knee comes to the chest. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, move forward. Inhale one more time, leg up. Exhale, move the knee forward. And this time, step the foot in between both legs as you pivot the back leg to find the warrior position legs. Virabhadrasana A, arms straight, and extend your arms, gazing up toward your fingertip into warrior 2. Find a side angle posture as the hand reach the side of the leg and the top arm above you. Like to practice the bind, you wrap the leg with your left arm and bind into your back. Release the grip, both hands onto the inner side of the leg, finding a twisted lunge with the right arm coming up. Left arm, sorry. Move back both hands down and bring back the leg up. This time you bend the leg and open up from the hip and flip your dog. Push strongly through the right side of your body, right arm, right leg. Push the hips up, flip back as the leg carry on reaching up. And then move the knee towards the chest and lower the leg into half pigeon. Dive the tailbone down. Play with the upper body, lowering towards the mat and lifting away from the mat. Press through your fingertips. Bend the leg if you're stable into your half pigeon. And extend that arm. We're practicing the Hardaya Mudra, mudra of the heart, connecting the thumb and the index finger together. Maybe you can bring the foot into the crease of your elbow, binding behind you if you're still comfortable in your pigeon. Holding it here, breathing comfortably before you release the pigeon. Activating the strength through the arm to suck the knee into the belly, extending the leg back up, and stepping back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bringing the knee down to round the back and releasing. Coming up onto your knee as you extend the arms, lifting from your chest. And finding the movement for the shoulder to move forward and back. And then starting engaging all the front muscle of the body as you push your thigh forward and lift from the sternum. And maybe you can grab one heel and circulate the arm above you. And then try to find a flowing movement from holding one foot to the other as the other arm just come on top of you and release. Then come back on all fours with a rounded back, belly sucked in. And curve the spine, lifting from the sternum. Find a neutral back then. And lengthen your legs to find Palankasana, the plank pose. Finding your body stable as a plank before you move into Vashisthasana, the side plank, onto the right side of your body. Right hand, right leg. If you're comfortable into Vashisthasana, you can lift the top leg and pulling the leg with your hand as you move the foot forward and slide into your Hanumanasana split or half split if the split is not available for you. Bring the arms up and then play with your upper body, leaning towards your leg up and down before you slide out of your split, finding again Adho Mukha Svanasana. Moving forward to your plank. And from your plank, activating the left side of the body to find Vashisthasana onto the left side. If it's available, you're going to lift your right leg away and grab the foot as you step the leg forward and move. If not Hanumanasana, choose to do half split and what is comfortable for you to hold for a few breaths as you play with the torso moving towards the front leg and remembering to square the hips into Hanuman. Slide back and then release into a sort of squatting or bringing the chest towards the thigh and coming onto your tiptoes. Step back into down dog. And next time you're gonna bring your forearms down, shoulder width apart. And like what we've done into down facing dog, you're gonna bring one leg and the other up, pressing your forearms down. Then you can move your knees into a baby pincha marityasana, so the knees are pushing against the biceps. And then maybe if you're comfortable with pincha, balancing onto your forearms, whether you like the legs apart or together. And out of it, back into another baby pincha, knees against biceps, feet off the ground. Relax with a round back, extending your arms, finger interlace. Dropping the tailbone down, relaxing the neck. And moving into a seated position with the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Interlace your finger around your feet, strengthen your back. Crown of the head, reach up. And fold over the legs. If you like to go further, you can bring the inner edge of the feet together and folding on top of the feet. Inhale one more time, straighten the back and grab your big toes with your thumb and two fingers, bind around the toes and start straightening the legs while you lift the chest. Here, still grabbing the legs, you're going to roll onto your back and roll back into the same position. I've just lost it, but try to keep the balance and keep the lift from the chest. One more time, rolling back and up into the same position before you spread the legs apart. Keep the lift from the chest as you pull the legs toward you. Roll onto your back. Keep hold of your big toes. Roll onto your shoulder, and as you lift back, balancing onto the sitting bones, then you lower the legs apart and folding into Upavishta Konasana as the torso moves towards the ground. And you can stay here, you can move the upper body from one side to the other side. Before bending your legs and finding your knees pressing against your shoulder or against the side of your body. We're going to go toward Supta Kurmasana, the sleeping turtle, which can be quite challenging if you've never done it. And maybe don't start with this video. And so the sleeping turtle, you bind your hands behind your back, and then out of the bind you can push strongly through your arms to lift your bum off the ground. Straighten your legs as you keep the foundation onto your legs. Point the toes forward. Lower back and slide this time into Kurmasana, so the legs are straight, hips width apart, not much more, and the legs are pressing onto your shoulder to flatten the back. Bring your chest completely onto the ground. As you move out of it, round your back, find the lower back, the sacrum pressing down, and move forward as you strengthen the back. Again, this time strengthen your arms up and fold into Paschimottanasana. Breathing here. Bend the legs if you need to adapt. And then move your hands behind you. Fingers still pointing at you as you lift from the sternum. Bend your legs. Stack your knees on top of your ankles and push your hips up. Lift the left leg up, point the foot up and bring the foot onto your thigh. Lower the palm down and push back up, still with the foot on top of the thigh. And then hold your leg, pull toward you, that right leg. And twist with hugging the left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Gomukhasana, as you bring one knee on top of the other knee. Bring the left arm up to bind into your back if it's available and folding over your legs. Release the bind. Push back your hips up. Knees on top of ankles, shoulder on top of wrists. This time the right leg lift. Point the foot up before you bring the foot onto the thigh and lower down and push back up. Straighten the leg. Twist to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. Strengthening the spine into your twist. And Gomukhasana again with one knee on top of the other knee. This time with the right arm up, the left arm as you bind into your back and fold over the legs. Inhale to come out of the posture, extend both arms. Just find a movement to release. Free your legs, strengthen your legs and find Dandasana as you press your hands by your hips. Just redoing my hair, but I'm coming with you in a second. The hands out by the hips, you push down so that you press your shoulder and lengthen from the top of your head. Then you move slightly the hands behind, push your hips up, release the head and bring your feet pushing into the ground. Again, bring your feet together into Konasana. Straight back, finger interlace around your feet. And round back as you fold over the leg. And then just move your torso in between your legs, pressing so that you lower the sacrum and lower back into the ground. Squeeze your core. Find the momentum to move and balance into your left leg as you strengthen the right leg off the ground. If your balance is here, then you can hold the right leg with the right arm, extending the other arm to the other side and switching side. And then you bend the right leg and you balance onto that right leg, staying low, holding the foot as you extend the arm onto the other side and vice versa, twisting and balancing onto the foot. Stay squatted. And then strengthen the right leg. Come onto your heel and you push the side of your body against your knee and doing it side to side. And relax the top arm over you to just offer a slide, like a slight bend over your head. Again, do it for a few times. If this is too challenging, you can use your hands to push yourself back from one leg to the other leg. And then we're gonna come into a legs wide down a dog and twisting the opposite arm, holding the calf from one side and the other. And if headstand is available for you, we're gonna practice the straddle legs variation of your headstand, Shirshasana. Strong foundation with your forearms and your head as your legs lift off the ground and reach the vertical position. Hang here for a few breaths. Then you can practice any variation. I'm here bending my legs and bringing the feet together, toes together, pointing before I open up the legs again wide to lower back my straddle legs. And if you still have some energy, you can move slightly back, your hands back. Find the foundation of your legs pressing against your biceps and lifting the legs off the ground into Chichibasana. Before you balance back onto your sitting bones, holding the feet. Lifting, bringing back the legs together. Holding the sole of your feet to relax your back. And same thing that we've done before, as you strengthen gently your legs, keep the lower back and sacrum pressing down, squeezing the core. And then lifting the leg into Navasana, the boat pose, legs straight, arms parallel. Placing at the legs, lower the lower back. And this time we're going to activate one leg straight, one leg bending towards your face. And keep your arms free, just following the side. As you can, grab the right foot, Arkana Asana, as you bring the foot, right foot touching your heel, and extend the arm, the left arm holding the left foot. And bring the sole of your foot on top of your thigh as you bring that right arm around, maybe holding your foot and folding into Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Hang here, a few breaths. Lifting halfway up. And again, bringing the knee to your chest as the other leg is straight and switching side. Whenever you're ready, we're going to do Arkana Asana on the other side. The left foot goes toward reaching the ear. You push the sole of the foot to drag the knee backward, and then you reach forward with your torso. Let your right hand hold your foot. Out of it, we bring the sole of the foot on top of the thigh, finding the bind with your left arm, reaching behind you, holding your foot if it's possible, and then folding over the leg. Breathing here. Halfway up, lift your torso. Release the bind. And keep the foot into half lotus to find Padmasana, the lotus position for the legs. And if the energy is still there, you can push up your legs off the ground into Lolasana, swaying the legs. If you want more, another arm balance is available here with the elbows coming into the belly button as you lift the legs off the ground. Peacock, balancing and moving out of it into a child pose to release. Coming back into a seated position, whether you like crossed legs or happy to practice Padmasana with the lotus legs. We're going to start slowing down the practice, bringing the hands and fingers into the Hardaya Mudra, the arms straight, resting on top of your knees, the chin slightly tucked down onto your chest, slowing down the breath. Being with the movement of the breath, anchoring into this natural movement of welcoming life in and out. Bring the hands into Namaste Mudra to honor your practice and the big challenge that you've just done today, bowing towards the ground. Staying here or lying down into Shavasana for the next minutes or so. Ekanka Sate Guru Prasad, Sate Guru Prasad, Ekanka, Ekanka Sate Guru Prasad, Sate Guru Prasad, Ekanka Sate Guru Prasad, Ekanka.